Hi, everybody. Welcome to Selena Yoga Jams. I'm Selena. Today, as usual, we'll start standing up. I know my little intro says get a comfortable seat, but we usually start standing. So thank you so much for being here today. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're a regular, you're very welcome. And I'm so happy that you're here. Okay, so we'll start to sigh, shake it out. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Move in any way that feels good. Okay, let's get the shoulders involved. We'll plant the feet wherever they comfortably land and roll those shoulders. So maybe we can inhale forward and up, exhale back and down, whatever feels good for you. As we're doing this, let's feel the feet on the earth. We can start to imagine an upward pull through the crown of the head. Couple more. And we'll change direction. So inhale back and up, exhale forward and down. And as always, let the body move however it wants to. A few more. And then let's go back to rolling back a few times. And the next time the shoulders come down the back, just relax, relax the arms, and we can start to swing from side to side. Breathing in any way that feels good. Okay, so we can get a little more involved. So the front hands can tap somewhere around the front of the shoulder, getting that lung point. And then the back hand, somewhere around the kidneys or above the kidneys. So you feel out whatever feels good. Not hard, just like a gentle tap, waking up. A few more. And let's come back to center. We'll bring the feet together, go into our side bends. So you can breathe through it any way you like. How I'll do it today is inhaling as I bend, exhaling as I come back. So when you're ready, let's breathe the way you want to. If you want to follow me, I'll inhale, go to one side. And you just get really loose, really relaxed. When you're ready to exhale, come back to center. And continue at your own pace. One more each side. You can always have the eyes open or closed, whatever you prefer. Okay, once we come back to center, let's open up the feet, warm up the hands. Do a breathing exercise. We'll separate the hands. Inhales, we move the hands towards one another. Exhale the hands away from one another. Go at your own pace. The distance between the hands completely up to you. Okay, let's take this energy that's between the hands, bring it to the low back. Just massage the low back, the kidneys, warm up that whole area. It could be flat hands like I'm doing. It could be the backs of the fists. Could be across, could be low, high. We all have our own back, so warm it up any way that makes sense for you. You might even like to put your hands underneath your clothing. And of course, at the same time, sending love, appreciation. Okay, so we'll keep the hands over the kidneys, bend in the knees. Let's do our circles, hip circles. We can inhale half of the circle, exhale the other half. Other direction. Come back to center. Let's keep a little bend in the knees. Bring the hands into prayer. Do a swimming dragon variation. So the hands, the head move opposite directions. We can inhale center. Exhale. Go with your breath. Always moving within a comfortable range of motion. And at any time, if you want to make a movement bigger or smaller, please do so. Okay, next time we come to center, let's pause, take a moment. Feel whatever you're feeling. Okay, whatever we feel like with the arms, we'll play with balance a little bit. So let's start by just stepping behind the foot. And as always, we want to get into our own flow so we can make it like a dance, move in whatever way feels good. Have fun with it, add our flair. I say this all the time because it was such a valuable lesson for me. I was taking dance classes. My dear friend and teacher, Nika Stein, she said one of those classes, there is no wrong movement. And wow, that's so liberating. So the same applies here. Unless it's causing pain or a lot of discomfort, it's fine. Go crazy. Okay, so now instead of putting the back foot down, maybe we can just float it. And then we'll switch to putting the leg out in the front. And of course, you can put the toes down, or you can just do a little kick. Whatever feels good, fun for today. Maybe you want to flex the foot, maybe you want to point the foot, whatever. A few more. Okay, we'll bring it back. One more thing before we get into the sun salutations. Let's let the feet land, somewhere underneath the hips, somewhere comfortable. Interlace. So we'll inhale, lift up the arms. If it's comfortable, lift up on the toes. Exhale, come down. And we just do our best with the balance. Don't worry about it if you need to step forward or back. So inhale up. Exhale down. Do a few with your breath. Watch the way you're lifting up. I know my weight wants to go out to the outsides of my feet. A few more. Okay, let's give ourselves a little shake. There's one more balance thing I'd love to play with before we get into the sun salutations. So we'll start, let the feet land comfortably. We'll start just inhaling, floating the arms up. Exhaling, floating down. Relax, 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 relax. So we can imagine the upward pull through the crown of the head. Let's feel the feet on the floor. Relax the arms as much as we can. A few more just like this. And now maybe we can add the legs. So the arms come up, maybe a knee. Exhale down. Switching sides. Maybe the knee won't come up. Maybe it'll be just the heel. Keeping that sense of relaxation as much as few more. Go into your own meditation. Okay, the next time both feet come down, stay down. Make sure we position ourselves so we have room to step back, starting some sun salutations. Take a breath or two in your mountain. And let's begin. If you have room to open your arms out to the sides, we can turn the palms out first. Inhale, open up. You don't have room for the sides, you come forward, no problem. Exhale, fold, bend the knees as much as you need to be comfortable. Hands on the shins or the thighs. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Hands to the earth. Step back to plank. Let's take a few breaths. If you like this knee up, knee down, join me. If not, don't worry about it. And remember, you could always be in half plank with both knees down, or even take it back to child's pose. Okay, so if you like, we could go one knee down, other knee down, knee up, knee up. And just go with your breath. Breathing through it however you like. Okay, we'll switch which knee is going up and down first. All right, both knees down. Let's lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. 5 breaths. And remember, you can add any kind of movement. You can always let out a sigh. Just find what feels good for you today. Okay, we'll get ready for a warrior 2. So finding a way we like to step the foot forward. If you're in down dog, you might like to do 3-legged dog first. And then exhale the foot towards the hands. Turn the back foot down, come up into your warrior 2. Adjust the legs any way you need to. Relax the shoulders. Just sink into the legs. We can start by circling the front knee. Whatever you want to do the arms. If you want to keep them out in warrior 2 arms, of course, go for it. Change direction of the knee circles. Okay, we'll pause in our warrior 2, bring the hands in prayer, go back into our swimming dragon movement. So head and hands, opposite directions. We can inhale here. Exhale, the head and hands move opposite directions. Go with your breath. Okay, let's inhale center. Whatever we want to do with the arms, we'll start playing with triangle prep. So we can inhale here. Exhale, lengthen the leg. I forgot how I like to breathe through it. Okay, let's try this. We'll inhale, reach. Exhale, back to warrior 2. There we go. So we inhale, lengthen the leg, reach. Exhale, back to warrior 2. And we'll just do that a few times before landing into triangle. Okay, let's get ready to land into the triangle. So we reach. And when we can't reach anymore, we drop the hand. Wherever it lands is fine. If you have blocks and you want to put on blocks, go for it. Top arm either in the air or on the hip. Position the head wherever it's comfortable for today. And as usual, we'll aim for about 10 breaths. So make sure you're comfy where you are. We want to be like very stacked up on top of ourselves. Halfway. If you're not comfortable, make an adjustment. See what you can do to make it more comfortable. Maybe climbing a little higher on the leg. Maybe if the arm's tired, putting it on the hip. Maybe if you're leaning too forward, you could lean back a little. Okay, so we're going to play with half moon. If you have a block, grab it. I'll grab one to show you. If you don't have a block, you can use the floor if your hand reaches the floor. Or you could have your hand on a chair or sofa or the wall. So we'll reach our arm forward, look down, walk the back foot in a bit. If you can do it without walking the back foot, go for it. Shift the weight into the front foot and see if that back leg wants to lift. Both legs engaged. We want to stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. The top arm, if it's comfortable, could reach up. And we just do our best for today, as always. Okay, a little extra for fun. We could maybe bend the top leg. I may not have enough room to do it. And see if we can catch that top foot. So no worries if it's not happening for today, just another 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, when you're ready, release into a standing forward fold. Bend the knees enough so it's comfortable and just hang out for a couple breaths. Okay, from here, we'll make our way into the other side. So let's inhale halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step it back to plank. Take a few breaths in the plank. If you want an extra, we could work with the legs again, maybe lifting one foot, switching sides. All right, when you're ready, bring it down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's 5 breaths. And again, we can add any movements or, sounds. That's a nice thing of practicing at home. Okay, let's get ready to step the other leg forward. So from all fours or down dog, if you like, we can extend the leg first. Exhale the foot towards the hands. Back foot comes down for warrior 2. And we come up. So as always, first thing is just checking the legs. Getting into a good warrior 2 position. Once we're happy with the legs, we can circle the front knee. Change direction. Take it into our warrior two legs. So shoulders are stacked over the hips. Hands come into prayer, swimming dragon. So we inhale here. Exhale, head and hands opposite directions. Okay, the next time we come to center, we can just hang out in the warrior two. And then go into our triangle prep. So we'll inhale as we lengthen the leg and reach. Exhale, come back to warrior two. And just go with your breath. If the arms don't want to be up, you can just put them on the hips. Okay, let's get ready to land into the triangle. So the next time we reach, maybe reach a little more. Drop the hand wherever it lands. See what you want to do with the top arm. See what you want to do with the head. And let's breathe into our triangles. About halfway. Okay, if the top arm is up, let's put it on the hip. Turn the head, look down, bend the front knee. Grab your block if you're using it. Getting ready for half moon. So we're extending the hands out in front of us. It's a little bit towards the outside of the front foot. We shift our weight, walk the back foot in. See if that back leg wants to come up. Both legs nice and strong. Both sides of the torso long. The top hand can stay on the hip or come up. And let's breathe. Okay, if you feel like the extra, we could bend the top leg if there's room. Maybe catch the foot. Try not to take down my whole background. Just a few breaths. Okay, when you're ready, release. Come into a standing forward fold. Bend the knees so it's comfortable. And just hang out for a few breaths. All right, let's inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Hands to earth, step it back to plank. Take a couple breaths. When you're ready, bring it down. Knees, chest, chin. We'll do some cobra up downs. So we make sure we can feel the front of the pelvis on the earth. We hug the elbows in. Inhale into a cobra or baby cobra. Exhale down. Go with your breath. Okay, we'll release. We can either rest the head or come into a sphinx. We're getting ready for our hamstring curls. So the upper body either here in a sphinx or resting, whatever's more comfortable. And we'll bend one leg, bend the other. Oh yeah, if you want, you could add the head and like look at the leg that's kicking. Maybe inhaling center, exhaling as you turn. Foot can be flexed or pointed, whatever feels good for today. A few more. Okay, we'll release. So we'll go into a shoulder stretch. It can be a bit awkward, but we'll just do our best, okay? So we'll stretch an arm out. I know you can't see my hand, but the hand doesn't matter. So the arm is stretched out, shoulder level. And basically, we'll roll towards the outstretched arm. So I'll try to talk loud so you can still hear me when my head's pointed away. Okay, so the other hand comes onto the floor, and we see the top leg. Maybe it can come up. Maybe the foot can come down. See where it wants to go. And then your other arm, it can stay on the floor or reach up or reach back, make circles, whatever you want. So we'll just take a few breaths. Okay, bring it back to center and get ready for the other side. So now you can see the front angle. So we extend the arm shoulder level. The other hand is just by the chest. We roll. The top leg comes up, maybe over. And then the other hand can stay on the floor or it can reach up. You can add movement or keep it steady or even reach back for your floor hand, whatever you like. We'll just take a few breaths. Okay, once you're happy with that, roll back onto the belly. From here, we'll do a wide-legged cobra. So let's open up the feet like the distance of the mat, even wider maybe. If you don't have a mat, just think, shoulder distance or wider than my shoulders. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We hug the elbows in and we'll start up down like we did before. So inhaling up, exhaling down. Go with your breath. Couple more. Next time we come up, maybe we can hold it for a breath or two. And with the exhalation, we'll come to all fours. Let's do some cat cows, just the regular up down cat cows. Inhaling up, exhaling, rounding. Go with your breath. Okay, inhale to center. Let's cross the feet. So one foot goes on top of the other foot, and then we'll see if we can sit on the heels. So putting some pressure onto the arch of the bottom foot. It might not be the most comfortable, but as long as it's manageable, that's okay. So we'll just take a few long, deep breaths. Imagine the string pulling up through the crown of the head. Okay, remember which foot is on top, so we switch after the next round. We'll come back to all fours. And come back to cat cows. Okay, so put the opposite foot on top. Come back and sit. And if you don't remember whatever, I know it always seems easy, but then you do it, you're like, oh, is it the same side? Don't worry. If you did do the same side, maybe you need that side twice as much. If you want, while we're here, we could be circling the wrists or, just resting the hands on the thighs, whatever. Let's just take a few long, deep breaths. We're working on reflexology points, especially for the stomach. So this is really nice for digestion. Another breath or two. And if it doesn't work like this, I should have mentioned before, you could even just massage the arches of your feet. Okay, so let's release. We'll bring the knees together. Lift up the lower legs, if that's okay. We'll wag our little tail, that's our lower legs, and we'll just look at our tail as we're wagging. Have fun with it. Okay. We'll come to any comfortable seated position. And it's a good time if you have socks, sweaters, stuff you want to get warm with for Shavasana, grab it now. We'll do just a regular twist and then go into our relaxation. So for the twist, we could be here, we could be here, we could be here, we could be here. So just find some formation that you like and that's comfortable. Interlace below the knee. Let's just take a few long, deep breaths. Nice open chest. Remember, you could be sitting on a block or some blankets or anything. So just a few breaths. Relaxing into ourselves. And we'll add the twist. So twisting towards our bent leg. It could be the elbow, the hands, the elbow outside. So find what feels good for today. The back hand comes behind. The chin either stays in line with the sternum or you could turn. Um, if you're at all worried about nerves pinching, if you sometimes get lightheaded, maybe just keep the chin in line with the sternum. Okay, a few more breaths in the twist. All right, we'll come back to center. Pick up the top leg and just do some hip circles. Other direction. And prepare for the twist on the other side. So set up the legs however you want. So it could be here. It could be here. It could be here. It could be here. Whatever you like. Interlace the hands below the knee. Proud open chest, long spine, deep breaths. Okay, we'll take it into the twist. So twisting towards the bent leg, catching on any way you like. Back hand comes behind, and we breathe into the twist. Right, when you're ready, come back to center. Pick up the top leg and just circle the hip in the hip socket. Other direction. Okay, so let's make our way down onto the back. And again, if you have any stuff to help stay warm and you want to grab it, grab it. If there's anything that helps you in your relaxation, a blanket or props. If you want to take a bolster or cushions for under your knees or a chair to put your legs on, just grab whatever you need. Find a comfortable way to come onto the back. And we can start by just hugging the knees into the chest, rocking side to side. And then from here, let's go into our twists. So opening our arms up about shoulder level. They could be straight or bent, whatever is comfortable and you have room for. And as usual, whatever twists you like. So it could be keeping the legs together. The important thing is that both shoulders stay on the floor. So it could be this version, or it could be a more relaxed version. One leg falls out, the other leg follows. Or if you want to work more on your core, it could be like 90 degrees. So just feel out what feels good for today. And whatever it is, let's give ourselves that. Okay, once you're happy with the twist, let's get ready for Shavasana. So if there's any finishing movements you like, anything you want to do. Sometimes I like just stretching the arms and the legs, turning the ankles, wrists, maybe walking on the ceiling a little bit. Okay, once you've done whatever movements you enjoy, let's find our Shavasana position. So if the low back is sensitive, we can do the version I'll do, which is knees bent, leaning one into the other. If you're very comfortable, you can extend the legs. And of course, you could have supports under the knees. Chin gently tucked in, arms alongside the body, palms facing up, or on the body if you prefer. Let's settle ourselves in. Give ourselves permission to relax. Permission to let everything go. Anytime we catch the mind getting distracted, following thoughts, we can instead invite our awareness to rest on the natural movement of breath. Let's start to gently release the body line. Giving ourselves a full body stretch once it feels good. And once we're nice and stretched, knees to chest, maybe we can do some knee tucks. So hands on the knees, inhale away, exhale to the chest. Go with your breath. Wrap the arms around the knees. Maybe we can rock side to side a little bit. And eventually roll over to the side, preferably the right hand side. Take a few breaths in a fetal position. With the strength of the arms, let's press up. Make our way into any comfortable seated position. And let's close our practice, our little mini meditation for today. We'll just sit with ourselves. So maybe a hand on the chest, maybe a hand on the belly. Position the rest of the body however it's comfortable. And of course, give yourself a little height if you need it. We'll just take a few long, deep breaths. Maybe take this opportunity to go on a quest for gratitude. Remembering to include ourselves, thank ourselves. It's also a good moment to give ourselves any sweet messages, any kind words. Offer ourselves a little extra compassion, understanding, acceptance, love. Encouragement, whatever it is we may need. Okay, let's close by chanting Om. We can bring the hands into prayer. Exhale everything. Inhale to chant. With gratitude and appreciation, may we honor, acknowledge the light, the love, the wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good practice. You can always let me know in the comments or email or on the Facebook group. My apologies for not having our scheduled back care class on Friday. There was an ice storm here, so I didn't have any power. But we're back this Friday for back care and breath aware. And then, of course, next Tuesday for Feel Your Flow. So take care, everybody. Wishing you an amazing day. And I'll see you on Friday. Have a good day.